Guys, I'm freaking out. You are actually not going to believe who has messaged me back. When I saw her name pop up on my notifications, best believe I screamed.
Good evening, pals. How are we doing? Welcome if you are new. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Flo. We've got what is, I hope, an exciting video today. But here's the thing. This video is either going to be great or it's going to be a disaster. But I think if you're seeing this, it's probably gone at least somewhat to plan. I have randomly come up with this idea to text authors, like DM authors, slide into those DMs, to text them and ask them to pick the next books for me to read. Here's the thing. They might all ignore me. In which case, you're not seeing this video. So if you're seeing it, hopefully some of them replied to me. But our aim is to make 3 authors I genuinely love, authors I have read their books, I genuinely really like them, to get them to reply to me and pick something off my TBR for me to read, and then we're going to read it in this video. That's the plan. Whether it works? So, see this lovely stack of books here? This is my... what month are we in? April? TBR? I don't know what month we're in. This is the TBR for this month. So we have My Dark Vanessa, Our Wives Under the Sea, Daisy Hates, A Bright Ray of Darkness, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Unravel Me, Queenie, The Family Remains, One of Us is Lying, and Flawless. I picked a few more in that video. We blindly unwrapped books. If you want to watch it, you can watch it up there. And I picked 10 rather than the usual 7 or 8 for this video because I wanted to have more options to be able to send to authors. And the plan is I'm going to take 2, I might match up genres, and we're going to take a photo and we're going to send it to the authors and hopefully they reply. And I'll be honest, I'm aiming high, okay? I'm going to aim for like big authors. And look, they're busy. There's a chance they just straight up won't reply to me. Is Sarah J Maas going to reply to me? I don't know, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna pair up books now and we're gonna take photos and send them off and we're gonna pray. Okay, first one done. This is actually so exciting. I feel like these are both lit books, so we will pair these up. Done. Now we just have to hope that somebody messages me back. This is where this video could literally just go down the drain. But it's getting kind of late now, so I'm hoping by the time we wake up tomorrow, maybe we might have some messages and some books to read. But yeah, I guess we'll check in the morning. Good morning. It is the next morning. It is 7:38 AM, 7:39 AM. We haven't had any messages. It's fine. It's only been, what, like 12 hours? Not even that. So we're gonna give them time. But yeah, I did wake up being like, oh, it's like Christmas morning. I'm gonna be swarmed with messages. No. Yeah, no, it is the next morning. We have not had any messages yet, unfortunately. But give it time. Have faith. I have faith. Guys, we just got the first message. We just got the first message. Guys, I'm freaking out. You are actually not going to believe who has messaged me back. I actually cannot believe that this is the first message we've got. I am so freaking excited. So, I have a message from none other than Lisa Jewell. I'm so excited. Lisa Jewell is, I'm sure we all know, but she is a very famous thriller writer. She wrote The Family Upstairs, None of This Is True, many others. I love her. I have rated every one of her books that I've read 5 stars. So that's history back. I'm so excited. So she said, thank you so much for your lovely message, Florence. I've not read either of these. So I did watch the TV adaptation for One of Us is Lying and it was excellent. It's YA. But if I was choosing for myself, then I would choose the Alice Feeney. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm actually fangirling. She said she hasn't read either, but she said if she was picking for herself, she would go with the Alice Feeney. So we will be reading Rock, Paper, Scissors as our first choice. and I'm super excited about this, and it's actually my first Alice Feeney book as well, and I've heard really great things, so this one will be super exciting. Thank you very much to Lisa Jewell for choosing a book for me, and we're going to start reading Rock Paper Scissors, and hopefully we enjoy it. Guys, I feel like I have so many fun updates for you. The first of which being that I am almost halfway through Rock Paper Scissors. I'm on page... oh, B-reel just went off. No, priorities, we're doing this. We're on page 147 of Rock Paper Scissors, so literally just under halfway, I would say. I have flown through this. Like, I literally didn't realise how far through I'd got. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked by the other bit of news. I should probably talk about this first. I've got another message, so I'm really excited about it. Sorry, no, okay, let me talk about this first. I'm gonna talk about this first. So, I can't focus. I've really overexcited myself. Okay, oh my god, it's literally fine. Chill. Actually, chill out, it's fine. Okay, we're reading Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Feeney. It is a, like, domestic thriller, so it's about this couple, Adam and Amelia, and they've gone away on this, they like won this trip away, but it's like very creepy and it's in the middle of nowhere and it's like dark and it's stormy and there's no one around. All those good vibes, but it's like they've kind of gone away to save their marriage because they're having issues, but basically it's like kind of that like unreliable narrative. You get it from both of their perspectives, but you kind of like, both of them seem really suspicious, and they're kind of both talking about how only one of them's going to come out of this, like, not alive, but they both keep being like, only one of us is coming back, but they both keep saying it, which is really like, are they both just planning on killing the other one? Like, I don't know. And then there's this other character called Robin who is introduced like quite a ways in, and we don't really know who Robin is. I have a theory, but I think it's wrong. I'm loving this. This is so great, and I know that the plot twist for this is meant to be like mental. And right now I don't have the foggiest what the plot twist is. I really like her writing style. Like, it's very easy to fly through, and I like the whole dual perspective thing. I feel like you don't get that a lot in thrillers. I just realised I got this second hand. It cost me £4.50. That's quite a lot for a second hand book. Sorry, that's so irrelevant, but honestly it was worth it because it's good. Anyway, moving on to the other quite exciting bit of news. We got another message. Do you know what? Call me annoying. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to keep the tension. I'm going to finish this book first, and then we will hear from the second author. But I will give you this little tidbit. She wrote one of my favourite books of last year. Like, I was obsessed with this book. So when I saw her name pop up on my notifications, best believe I screamed. Best believe I was freaking out. I was freaking out. I still am freaking out. And this happened like 3 hours ago. Yeah, I'm enjoying this video. I'm enjoying this video. I won't lie to you. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna continue reading this. It is the next morning. Where is my phone? Do I need it, or am I just being addicted? I do need it. Okay, so we have updates. The first of which being, I have finished Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Feeney. And boy, Lisa Jewell, you picked very well. You're probably not watching this, but if you are, oh, you picked good. The plot twist? Bro, genius. So, because it was like, it was one of those plot twists where it's like, it rewrote the entire book, but it was also always there. Like it wasn't out of nowhere. Also, when I was like, I have a theory, no, incorrect, very incorrect, which is fine, but it was not right. I loved this. I flew through it. I think it's taken me, what, like 2 days, 3 days to read this? I mean, it's not super long. It's only just over 300 pages, but flew through. Adored. I also own Daisy Darker by this author, so I'm now very excited to read more of her books because, as I said, this was my first ever one of hers and loved. Will not be my last one. Very much enjoyed this. And now, as I maybe mentioned yesterday, we have a second author. We actually have a third author too. I got a message from Bonnie Garmus, and she was very lovely, but she basically said that she didn't have time because she's on tour and she can't do video requests at the moment, which, so fair, so fair. But she was still really nice. Unfortunately, yeah, she didn't have time to do it. However, as I mentioned yesterday, very coolly, definitely didn't overreact at all. I do have another message from an author and I am maybe a little bit excited about it. I got a message from none other than Audrain, who wrote one of my favourite books of last year, which was The Push. I adored this book. I thought it was genius. It was like this thriller about this like mother-daughter relationship, but it was like unreliable narrator. It was beautiful. I loved it. So I messaged her and she said, she was so nice, by the way, she was actually so nice. She said, "Hi Flo, oh that's so nice to hear, thank you so much. Love this idea so much, thanks for asking me. My pick is Queenie. I've been wanting to read this book since it came out, but haven't yet. Hope you enjoy it. Brackets, the other book looks good too." Like, she seems so nice. Thank you so much to Audrain for replying to me. That is so cool. I love you. I think you're amazing. And I'm really excited about the book she's picked because she has picked Queenie by Candice Carty-Willaims. It's described as a darkly comic, bitingly subversive take on life, love, race and family. And I don't know a whole lot about this other than it's meant to be funny, and I know it's about a woman in her 20s, which as we all know, I love a story about a woman in her 20s. And yeah, I'm super excited. Flicking through it, there's lots of like text messages and stuff, so I feel like that will be fun. But yeah, I'm really going into this blind, but I'm honestly super excited for this. I thrifted this copy probably last year, so I've had it sat on my shelf for a while, and I have been wanting to get to it for a hot minute. So yeah, super excited. And we're gonna start this now. I'm heading into London now, so we can start it on the train. So it is a few days later. I have started Queenie, and by started I mean nearly finished. I'm on page 273, so what's that, like 2/3 through? Like 70% through? Yeah, like I've read a lot of this. And here's the thing, I had every intention of checking in with you guys at the 30% mark, the 50% mark, the 60% mark. I kept being like, no, I need to stop and talk about this book. And I didn't want to put it down to talk to you guys. Sorry. Am I a terrible booktuber? Yeah. This book follows Queenie, who is a 20-something woman going about her life. She's currently on a break with her boyfriend, and she's kind of spiraling from that break. She's not doing well at work. She's not doing well like in her life in general, in her mental health. And it kind of follows the goings about of a woman in her 20s trying to cope with life. And as we all know, because I've said it 1,000 times, that is my favourite genre. That is my favourite genre. Women in their 20s trying their very best. And specifically, not always doing great. And that is what we've got. That is what we've got. And bro, it's fabulous. I have so many thoughts. I've written some of them down. This has the classic literary fiction coldness feel, but this also has quite serious conversations about racism, specifically microaggressions and fetishizing Black women. Lots of conversations in here that are like very raw conversations about sex and assault, and it gives these very like raw, intimate scenes where we're talking about like very real but like messy relationships, whether that's platonic or romantic or sexual. You get this like really complex world of characters, and it's wonderful. And it is also very funny. It says in the back that it's a comic book, and the writing is so funny. I also think I feel very connected to this book because there is something that the character is going through at the moment that is also going on in my life. So I think that's just like a personal thing that I just feel even more connected to it. It's kind of like the right book at the exact right time. You know, when you like get that feeling of you're like, yeah, this is like the exact right time to be reading this book. Like, I'm so happy I picked this up when I did. I guess I have Audrain to thank for that. Yeah, basically to summarise, I have absolutely flown through this, and I'm really sad that I'm nearing the end. Like, I've got just over 100 pages left. I think Candice Carty-Willaims' writing style is so flawless. Like, the story moves so quickly, but it's also funny, also sad, also very complex. Queenie is lovable, but also not perfect. But you're backing the characters, but they still make mistakes. They're still in their 20s, they're still human beings, and they still don't always say and do the exact right thing. And that like realness and the messiness just, oh, it feels so special to me because I love characters when they're like that. I will say our authors have picked good books so far. because Rock, Paper, Scissors and now Queenie, I have adored both of them. In terms of messages, we are yet to have any other messages. I'm debating whether or not to send out another few messages, because it's been a few days now and I'm kind of thinking, is it to the point where if they were going to reply they would have by now? I'm not sure. I don't want to double down and then end up with too many, but like I don't think that's going to be a problem we have. So I'm debating sending more messages, but for now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to finish Queenie, and then once I finish that book we will see where we're at. Alright, we have finished the second book of this video. It is literally about 2 hours later since I last spoke to you. I just flew through the ending as I knew I would. The ending was just as engaging as the rest of it. I'm genuinely quite sad I finished this actually. I really enjoyed my time with this book. It's the first book I've read by Candice Carty-Willaims. I will have to check out what else she's written because I just love her writing style. I think she has the most like natural, flawless storytelling. Like she just created these fully complex, fleshed out characters and took us on this complete journey of their lives. She basically starts out with all of these insecurities, all of these like things in her life that she's not happy with, and she's kind of on this journey to try and heal some of those things. And it's a very messy, non-linear journey, which is what I really liked about the story. And I found it very relatable, honestly. Obviously, there are parts of this story that aren't relatable to me. A lot of the core of this story is about Queenie being a black woman and her experiences as a black woman. But also a lot of the content I did find relatable when she was talking about the messiness of relationships in your 20s and all of the complexities of learning who you are and growing up and having to heal from things. Queenie was funny and flawed and messy, and you can tell she has such a good heart, and she definitely makes the wrong decisions at times. And it is dark and it's sad, but it's also funny and wholesome, and it talks a lot about friendship. You see lots of her friends through here who are also, again, flawed characters. Some of them are more likeable than others, some of them are likeable and unlikable, but I think just the great thing about this book is how complex everybody feels. Everybody in this book feels like they're completely three-dimensional, and you would like them at points and not back them at other points, and you back them at points and you don't back them at other points. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time with this. And now for the bad news, we are still yet to get another message, so I think we may have to send out a few more feelers, reach out to a couple more authors, and yeah, the next time you see me, hopefully we will have another author. Hi, it is actually the same day. It is 6:37 in the evening, and I have the last message. We got 3 authors, and do you know what's funny is we actually, completely like by accident, I haven't done this on purpose, we got 3 thriller authors. Our final message is actually from the author who wrote the first book that I read this year, which was The Curfew by TM Logan. And we in fact have a message from TM Logan. He said, I can't find it. He said, "Thank you Flo, My Dark Vanessa is supposed to be very good." So that is our final book of the video. I have heard really excellent things about My Dark Vanessa. I know it covers very heavy topics. It is obviously about a girl who's groomed by her teacher. So it's going to definitely be a very heavy, sad read to end the video on. And that is what we're going to start, and we're going to pick it up tonight. And yeah, thank you so much to TM Logan for replying. Oh hey, it's been a while. It won't feel like a while to you guys because you will have just seen me in the last clip, but it's actually been about 5 days. And the reason for that is I was reading My Dark Vanessa, and I kept thinking I was going to check in with you guys throughout the book like I did with the other books, and like I normally would. I would normally check in like 2 or 3 times to tell you about this. And I think as I was reading this, there was just never a moment that felt like this was the right moment. And I think I kind of decided in the end that I wanted to collect all my thoughts and sit with it for a little bit before I spoke about it. And I have so many thoughts, and honestly I think I need longer to process it, but the video's got to come out, so we're going to talk about it. Very first things first, check your trigger warnings. This is primarily about a girl who is groomed by her teacher. That is the core of the story. It follows that very graphically. This is a story about a girl called Vanessa. She is 15, and it basically follows her and her teacher Jacob and their relationship. This book is a book that is in conversation with the book Lolita. This is kind of an inversion of that. This is from the perspective of Vanessa. It's a really difficult one to kind of tell you what I felt about the book, because what I felt about the book was it was horrific to read about. It's horrible, but it's so beautifully told and captured, and it feels so special and intimate, and the writing style to me was just absolutely flawless, and I loved how she captured trauma in such a complex way, because you kind of get these two timeline things where you get Vanessa when she's 15, like at the school having the start of that relationship, and you get her later when she's graduated and she's kind of trying to move on with her life and all the ways that it's still affecting her, and she's kind of got this sort of infatuation with him, like she, because of all of the very complex trauma that she went through as a child, she still has these like very complex feelings for Jacob. This book was poetic, intelligent, it was complex. I feel like I'm really struggling to like put this book into words. Like I said, I really ideally needed longer to sit with it. I think this book is stunning, and I am absolutely intending on rereading it. Cried at this, at the ending. I was completely like, I feel like it left me in this like numb sadness. Obviously wouldn't say that I loved reading it, but I do think that it was stunning storytelling, and I think as sort of a overall piece of art, a piece of work, I do think it's incredible. And yeah, the writing was absolutely breathtaking. I think those are all the thoughts I have for now. I'm probably going to have more as time goes on, so maybe in my wrap up for this month we'll go a little bit more in depth, but those are the thoughts I have for you right now. Yeah, the very, very key point to take away from this is if you do want to read this, you should. It's an incredible book, but do check your trigger warnings. I actually don't think this video could have gone any better if we had tried, because I loved every single one of these books. I think every single one of these books were incredible. Like, when has that ever happened? When has that ever happened where all 3 of the books in a video have been 5-star books? Like, that doesn't happen. But it happened. It happened. I am so happy I did this, because I so nearly didn't do this video, because I was just like, what if no one replies to me? What if? I don't know, I was just like, but I bit the bullet and we did it, and I am so grateful that this worked out. Obviously a massive thank you to Lisa Jewell, Ashley Audrain, TM Logan and Bonnie Garmus, all of whom replied to me. You guys are so cool, for real. Thank you, like, for taking the time, that means so much. And also thank you for picking such good books, because these were incredible. Obviously we started with a thriller, rock, paper, scissors, one of the best plot twists of all time, and I loved that that plot twist was so embedded in the story. Like, I could have guessed it if I was like really intelligent and like really looking for it, but like I was never gonna guess it. But like, that's the best kind of plot twist, where it is there but you don't pick up on it. So, nailed it. Can't wait to read her other books. Then Queenie, completely different, but so personable, funny, sad, complex, relatable, funny characters, and just such a like beautiful ensemble cast. Like, I feel like everybody was so complex. And again, first Candice Carty-Willaims book, and again, we'll absolutely read another one. And then of course My Dark Vanessa, which again, completely different book from the other 2. Incredibly sad, dark subject matter, but beautifully and complexly told. This video, we're not topping this video, because this was great. I got to chat to my favourite authors. They picked me brilliant books. Like, these books are like books that I'm gonna remember, like, for my life. Like, that's so cool. And I got 3 of them. Sorry, I'm gonna stop banging on about it, but this went brilliantly. I'm gonna put these back on their rightful spots on the shelf. And there we have it. That is the video done. Thank you so much if you've stuck around to this point. It means the world to me. And hey, if you want to subscribe, who would I be to stop you? It is literally right there. Like, the button is so close. So just go ahead and click that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. I love you lots. Bye.